What is going on, boys? I'm back. I know it's been a while, but I'm here today teaching you guys how to play Bibi. This is one of the hardest brawlers in Brawl Stars to actually get good at, I feel like. You can learn a lot of brawlers fast, but Bibi takes some time to learn. But today I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to get better with her. So, yeah. Starting off with Bibi's best build, for her gadget, you want to go with the healing gadget. I'm pretty sure this is like the most universal gadget pick. I'm like, no one else uses the other one. And then for her other one, I use the speed one when the home run bat is charged. I just feel like that one's so much better than the other star power. And then for gears, it just depends on what your personal preference is. I think most people use damage with BB just because you're going to be low a lot with her. And then as far as the other gear goes, I like to use speed or health gear. It just depends on what you're looking for. It depends on how many like bushes the map has that you're playing on. It just there's a lot of factors that go into it, but just know like the three gears you're gonna want to use with her are damage, health, and then speed. So yeah. So the first tip when playing BB is to play on a map that actually has some cover. I see a lot of people saying that you can play BB in certain modes. It's not really the mode that matters, it's more the map because she's good in pretty much any mode as long as you have the right map to go with it. The mode, like I said, it just doesn't matter. As long as you have some cover, some bushes, something, you can even play her in knockout if it's the right map. So yeah. The first big tip when playing BB is controlling your home run bar. I see so many people just swinging away or using your home run bar when you don't need to use it, and it pisses me off so much. You need to know how to use your home run bar. If it's a tank, or home run bar is a good thing to use. You want to swing and knock them back into a wall or just knock them back in general. But if it's like a sharpshooter, you don't want to knock them back because you're already on top of them. So using your home run bar isn't the best strategy when you're trying to like hit somebody like that back. So you have to know when to use it, and that's why a lot of people don't get team wipes or just don't get kills in general is because they're just either spamming or they just use their home run bar all the time. You have to know what like the right situations are to use it and what the wrong ones are as well. So that's like the biggest tip I have with BB. Tip number two with BB is that it only takes her 3 shots to get her super back. So I recommend like using her super as much as you can because at the end of the day, you're going to be cycling a lot of them throughout the match. So even if you're only going to hit a brawler like once or twice, like I'd still use that super because at the end of the day, you're just going to be getting it back, especially if it's more of an aggressive game mode like Brawl Ball or something like that, where you're going to be getting a lot of kills and stuff. I would definitely be cycling her super as much as possible. The next tip I have for y'all is more of a brawl ball tip, and this is just straight up charging the other team at the beginning of like a brawl ball match and letting your teammates kind of clean up after you. So if you straight up charge the other team at the beginning of a brawl ball match and you can somewhat dodge people, you can end up getting like all three of the brawlers low, or at least like killing one and getting another one low, and your other two teammates can oftentimes come in, clean up, and score right at the beginning of a match. I've done this so many times, and it's worked a lot. It doesn't work sometimes, and it leaves your teammates in a tough spot. But if you can get like a kill or 2 kills or whatever, or like just damage them a lot and get them really low, a lot of times you'll end up scoring. And it's just a really good strategy if your teammates are good. Like if you're playing with people you know, or your teammates are just good, that's how like it's a great strategy to use. The next tip I have for BB is if you're like playing against tanks or brawlers that maybe counter you, is swinging while moving backwards. So you can like swing and move backwards at the same time. I think most people know that. But you can kind of stay in the middle and get a little extra range on your shot. Like if you swing and then move up and then start moving backwards right after, you can kind of like cheese it to where you get a little extra range. It's kind of like the bull strat where you can like if you aim and shoot right at the exact time while moving backwards, your shots still register from where you were before. So it's kind of like a cheese strat like that where you can get like a lot of extra hits on people when they can't reach you, especially against like tanks and stuff like that. Or if you're just like playing like brawlers to outrange you and you're trying to like back away from them, like that would be a good strategy as well. But it's mainly like versus like tanks and stuff like that. So yeah. Contrary to what most people think, Baby should be played very aggressively. She's one of those brawlers that you should be playing aggressive almost all the time. A lot of tanks are not like that. I think there's a lot of tanks that you should be playing passively. But BB's set up to be an aggressive brawler with her home run charge bat, with her speed star power, and you can get your super with only 3 shots. I think she's set up to be more of an aggressive brawler. I don't think out of all the guide videos I've made so far that I even said that play aggressive before, but I am saying that play aggressive with BB. Go in on people, like go all out. Like that's how you're gonna get a lot of kills and team fights. Is if you just charge them and do the best you can. I think a lot of people play too passive with BB and they try to like go in at the right time. Just charge them, see what happens. That's how you learn a lot, and you can learn like more when to go in. A lot of like learning how to play BB is just with experience experience. So if you charge people a lot early, you'll learn when to go in and when not to. So this is really all I got with BB. Like, she's a good brawler. I just feel like, people just don't really know how to play her, and that's why I made this video. So I hope it helped you guys. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies.